Picture this, you're always there for people, always saying yes, always being polite, understanding, and kind. You avoid conflict, you try to keep everyone happy, and you go out of your way to do the right thing. And yet, somehow, people don't respect you the way you expected. They take your time for granted, they ignore your opinions, and sometimes they even treat you like you don't matter. So, what went wrong? How can being a good person lead to being overlooked? The truth is uncomfortable, but it's real. Being too nice can actually make people lose respect for you. Not because kindness is weak, but because uncontrolled niceness often comes at the cost of self-respect. In this video, we're going to break down why this happens and what you need to understand if you want to be both kind and respected. Make sure you stay until the end because the final point ties everything together. Let's get into it. First, being too nice removes boundaries. When you constantly say yes, even when you want to say no, people start to notice. At first, they may appreciate it, but over time, it becomes expected. Your time, your energy, and your effort no longer feel valuable because you give them away so easily. And here's the reality. People respect what is limited. When there are no boundaries, there's no sense of value. Weak boundaries don't make you kind. They make you available for exploitation. Strong people understand that saying no is not rude. It's necessary, because when you respect your own limits, others are more likely to respect them too. Second, it signals a lack of self-worth. When you constantly try to please others, it sends a subtle message you're seeking approval. You're placing their opinions above your own needs. And people can feel that. Even if it's not said out loud, the more you chase validation, the less people value you. Why? Because confidence attracts respect, but approval-seeking repels it. Strong individuals don't need everyone to like them. They stay grounded in who they are, even if it means disappointing others. And ironically, that's what earns real respect. Third, people start testing your limits. If you never push back, never disagree, and never stand your ground, people begin to see how far they can go. They'll cancel plans last minute, ask for more favors, interrupt you, or ignore your input, because there are no consequences. Not always consciously, but naturally. This is how human behavior works. When someone knows you won't challenge them, they stop valuing your presence. But the moment you start setting limits, speaking up, and protecting your space, everything changes. Respect often begins where tolerance ends. Fourth, you become predictable and easy to overlook. When you always agree, always comply, and never express strong opinions, people stop seeing you as someone with depth. You become background noise, pleasant, but not impactful. And respect is not built on being agreeable all the time, it's built on authenticity. Strong people express themselves honestly. They're willing to disagree, to challenge ideas, and to stand for something. That's what makes others take them seriously. Because respect doesn't come from being liked, it comes from being real. Fifth, it creates imbalance in relationships. When you give more than you receive, the dynamic becomes one-sided. You become the one who adjusts, sacrifices, and understands, while the other person takes, expects, and assumes. And over time, this imbalance grows. You feel drained, unappreciated, and invisible. But here's the key: healthy relationships require mutual respect, not one-sided effort. And if you're always the one bending, the relationship will never stand straight. Strong people know when to give, but they also know when to step back. And finally, being too nice often comes from fear, not strength. Fear of rejection, fear of conflict, fear of being disliked. And when your actions are driven by fear, they lose their power. Because true kindness is a choice, not a strategy to be accepted. There's a big difference between being kind and being overly. Kindness comes from strength. It includes honesty, boundaries, and self-respect. But excessive niceness often comes from insecurity. It avoids discomfort at all costs. And people can sense that difference. They don't respect the version of you that is trying to please everyone. They respect the version of you that knows their worth and acts accordingly. So here's the truth. You need to remember, being respected is not about being less kind. It's about being more balanced. You don't need to become cold or aggressive. You just need to stop abandoning yourself for the sake of others. Learn to say no without guilt. Speak your mind without fear. Protect your time without apology. Because the moment you start respecting yourself is the moment others begin to do the same.